On Thursday night, we saw
Disclosure Day.
It's Steven Spielberg's new movie starring Emily Blunt, Colin Firth, Josh O'Connor, Eve Hewson, Coleman Domingo, and Wyatt Russell. In case you're worried, we're going to start this review spoiler-free.
Spoiler-free.
Somewhere along the line, spoilers will happen. And that's when, if you don't want spoilers, you need to stop watching.
Exactly.
So depending on what platform you're on, just hit that space bar, or if you're on your phone,
go watch the
tap
movie
it.
and then come back.
Yeah, because you're going to want to hear the rest, and you're going to want to chime in the comments. So is Disclosure Day a sci-fi event of the summer, big old blockbuster that everyone needs to see, or is it just a polished panic attack about aliens, conspiracies, corrupt governments?
Yep, the second one. I did not care for it in the least. This doesn't come anywhere close to my top 10 sci-fi movies. I'd rather watch E.T., Alien,
I choose this movie over E.T. any day.
Ooh.
Okay, Calvin.
I think E.T. is
okay,
overrated.
you need to be quiet right now.
You just discredited yourself from this whole review.
I think E.T. is a little overrated. I remember seeing it in theaters for the 40-year anniversary on my birthday and being like, that was all right. And I haven't watched the movie since because it didn't even interest me.
Steven Spielberg is turning over in his grave, and he's not even dead.
I think it's somewhere in the middle. I do not think this is the blockbuster of the summer.
It's no Project Hail Mary. Sorry.
okay.
That wasn't summer, though.
Yeah,
but
it's not. I will give you that. But
it doesn't touch Hail Mary.
But it's not, and it's not a panic story, and it's as much about aliens, in my opinion, as The Walking Dead is about zombies.
I think that's true.
Yeah.
I think that it is a very, very well done movie with a poor story.
Ooh, disagree.
Yeah, I disagree.
The story, oh my gosh. The story has been done so many times. You've got to be kidding me.
All right, well, we're going to get into this. I'm Josh.
I'm Rachel.
I'm Calvin.
I'm disappointed.
And this is Relatively Terrible.
I love you, but you're all terrible.
Welcome back to the Relatively Terrible podcast, the podcast where the Uploads a Fun family questions culture with humor and just enough dysfunction to feel normal.
I feel dysfunction.
Again, we're doing our Disclosure Day, spoiler-free review to start. Other spoilers will come later. And by the way, this is season 2. This is the first episode of season 2 of our podcast. We're going to be doing a lot of movie reviews, so let's do this. Let's get back into Disclosure Day. And whether you like it or not, Jackson, me kind of, we need to do an elevator pitch to sell this to someone. That's the goal. We'll start with you, Jax.
Aliens exist. The government's covering it up. And now it's out in the open.
Wow.
Okay? I would not buy that.
Just
I guess
saying.
I think that's his
all-
point.
That's my point.
Cal?
Aliens.
Okay.
Disclosed.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my God, that didn't help.
All right, Rach.
A very old story told in a new way.
Yeah, a very old story, much better done than it was 30 years ago because movie makers, filmmakers, and CGI artists have better technology. So you should go check it out. With the caveat that if you love animals, you're not going to like what the CGI artists did to them.
Oh, yeah.
Well, let's save that. I think we're all gonna have a lot
I've
to
got
say
some
about
comments
that.
about that.
Okay.
Oof.
So now is the portion, which we're only like 10 minutes, we're not even 10 minutes in, where there's going to be spoilers.
Spoilers.
Because we suck. And we're going to have to spoil it for you here. Disclosure Day, I don't think you can talk about it without having spoilers because it is a very common story.
Yeah.
So
For sure.
So for this movie, what worked, what dragged, and what made you say, wait, explain that, show me that again? Jackson, I'll start with you.
Actually, no, I would start with the good stuff first, and then we can come to my...
Okay, I'll start. What worked was, like I said, visually appealing, great acting, great casting choices. I really love the whole scene where they are at that news station and all the news stations start like taking over and stuff.
Yes.
That's exactly how that would happen. And it felt very real. And I don't think I've ever seen it portrayed in such a way in a movie. That was one of the most unique things. That is exactly what would happen.
Yep.
What dragged? I felt like it was a little bit long, but only because you mentioned the time at one point.
I disagree. It was the runtime 2 hours and 25 minutes.
I
It
didn't-
felt like an hour and 40.
I didn't feel that.
It felt like an hour and 40.
But Mom mentioned the time to me. She's like, there's 45 minutes left. I'm like, what? And that's what I was like. So if I would have never known that, I don't know if it would have dragged for me. I think what needed explained to me was they had this item that they could hold that was an alien object.
Yeah.
They never explained why Colin Firth could hold it.
They never gave it a name.
Yeah.
They never said where it came from.
Nope. Because
Nothing.
anybody else that held it, like the one dude who held it without a glove, evaporated. So
Yeah,
that's what
okay.
that's what needed explained to me because they didn't explain it. Go ahead,
Got
Rach.
it. Yeah. What worked for me on this was the pacing. I think especially if you're Gen Z, you're gonna like the pacing. The movie opens and you are dropped right into the story and you hit the ground running.
She's right. Just ask Calvin.
I think the pacing on this was good.
Yeah.
I did not feel the runtime. I was invested from the beginning. Nothing really dragged on this for me. I will say I think there was a lot going on, and I am wanting to re-watch this because I'm sure there's things that I missed.
She just wants to watch Colin Firth again. Go ahead.
Not denying it.
Boy,
Okay.
yoing.
What needs explained to me is the CGI on some of these animals.
Oh, yeah.
And I am not, out of the four of us, I am the least critical of poor CGI. And a lot of times I can even be oblivious to it. We see something,
Yeah.
you guys are like, that was terrible. And I'm like, I didn't even catch it.
That happened in Punisher.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I don't see it half the time. So the fact that I saw it in particular with the fox, I think says a lot. And to me, that feels like going to Gordon Ramsay's house for a dinner party and he gives you Kraft mac and cheese. Like, what the F is going on here? Kraft mac and cheese in and of itself is fine, but
Yeah.
I am not expecting Gordon Ramsay to serve that to me.
Yes.
Where does Steven Spielberg get off?
That's what I'm saying.
With that level of CGI.
I think he just didn't care.
And that's insulting to his entire
think he cared.
audience.
Calvin,
that's
that makes
insulting.
no sense. He is the person that did Jurassic Park. He changed the game.
Yeah. There's no excuse.
I'm telling you, I think for this movie, he was like, CGI, it can be okay.
Well, that's
That's unacceptable.
That's unacceptable. I think
Not with
it's
the budget that he
insulting.
had.
I mean,
Yeah.
it looked bad, but for me, it wasn't like, that worries me. Like, I don't know.
Fortunately, it wasn't it wasn't repeated a lot. You didn't see it a lot. But that's my biggest gripe about this is that you said it. Steven Spielberg kind of he sets the tone. He is the industry here.
Yeah.
He's the leader of this is his jam. And the fact that he attached his name with something that probably wouldn't even pass muster for a lot of Marvel movies was pretty disgusting, in my opinion.
I agree. Calvin?
What worked for me was the whole thing of the two main characters, Emily Blunt and the
Josh
main
O'Connor.
Josh O'Connor, like gaining powers. Like he could read math and she could like understand everyone by
She
just
was almost psychic.
Yeah, I love that whole thing. I thought that was great.
That was cool.
What dragged? Nothing dragged for me. I thought the pacing was very good. I loved every scene. The moment I knew, I was like, oh, this movie's great, was the train scene. I love the train scene. That was, it was great. And again, CGI. The CGI wasn't bad there, but the animals, it looked really bad.
I'm a lot more forgiving with the train scene.
Yeah.
That is hard as F to get that to look
And I thought it
real.
looked good. Like the train scene, I didn't notice anything.
It had a couple moments, but it was like in moments where it's like, I do not envy who had to comp this together.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
And what did you want explained again to you?
Yeah, probably the device.
Yeah.
Because, what's his name?
Colin Firth.
Colin Firth was able to hold it, but then the other dude couldn't, and he
Yeah.
like evaporated.
Yeah.
So that was pretty weird, but the whole scene where he's talking to Jane in that house, that was great. And she
Yeah.
was holding the cross and bleeding.
I like
And that was
that.
the only way she could get out of it was by
pain.
hurting herself.
Because it caused him pain.
Yep.
It caused his blood pressure to spike, and then he had to stop.
Yep, that whole thing was great. And I get it, the story has been done millions of times, but there was enough unique stuff to balance it out.
Wow. I am just shocked at what I'm hearing out of Calvin's mouth. I did not think he would like this
It
movie.
was
Listen,
weird.
I know,
Like
but I'm
two
with you.
weird movies have came out this year, and they've been great. Backrooms and this.
Yeah, I agree with you. Again, this is a story as old as time, but there was enough. And again, if you're the type of person who doesn't like ambiguity, if you want something fully explained, this isn't the movie for you. But to me, I got enough of an explanation to satisfy my curiosity and enough unknown to let my imagination fill in the blanks.
All right, Jax, take us home for this
Oh
round.
boy.
Ooh, here we go.
What I liked, it was an original idea. That's it. What dragged? Okay, if you're gonna make me sit through a 2.5-hour movie just to tell me that aliens exist to the whole world, great. I don't care. That did not interest me. What also dragged the CGI, that is some of the worst CGI I've ever seen in a movie. I hated it with a passion, especially after seeing one of the best sci-fi movies ever.
Well,
It's-
what didn't it make it worse too that it was animals that looked
Yes.
bad, and
Oh.
the fact that like
You
you,
can get-
could have subbed in real animals.
And it's Steven
There was a
Spielberg.
very easy answer.
And it's Steven Spielberg.
I bet
Yeah.
you could go download the trailer from YouTube, throw it through like
AI.
ChatGPT, AI, whatever, and make the animals look better.
Yep.
yeah, it
So-
was
And
that
the-
bad.
And the story, like government's hiding these aliens, and now these two people have to courageously go through all these different obstacles to get the truth out there.
And
Great.
see, to me, that's how I
Great.
feel about Project Hail Mary. They're
don't-
going to
don't.
space, and we have to save the
Don't lash
and we
out.
have to save the Earth. Oh, boo! Like,
See, that
Don't lash out,
storyline.
Calvin. Don't lash out.
and then there's an alien, and they become friends, and then the alien dies, and then comes back. See, and that's
so don't even like put Project Hail Mary
In the same
your mouth.
sentence.
Then. Just don't do it
because
because
to
you're
me,
wrong.
I think I know I'm gonna get so much
Project
hate.
Hail Mary, masterpiece. Disclosure Day,
See, I disagree.
I agree.
But I'm gonna say something that's gonna get a lot of hate from you
Go ahead.
guys
Oh,
and
go
the
ahead.
internet.
Here we go.
So far,
you
I
still have
think
to live here. Go ahead.
I think besides Super Mario Galaxy, Project Hail Mary is the most overrated movie of this year so far.
Oh,
And Hop-
bite me. Bite
Yeah,
me.
besides
You're
Super
just
Mario
lashing
Galaxy
out.
and
Okay,
Hoppers.
I'd rather
was
hear
overrated.
Jackson's nonsense than listen to you right now.
That's nonsense. Like,
Go ahead, Jax. So
What else dragged
hold on.
for me?
Hold on, real quick before you go. I'm sorry, Jax. I'm sorry. I truly am. But I got to say this. You've been watching that other podcast too much with those two dudes.
Oh no, I am not.
And now you're just
oh,
trying-
You know what? You want to know something that will make you rage though? So
What
the
you
guy,
just said!
No, the guy who wears the hat. So they listed off their top 10 movies of the year so far. He had Project Hail Mary at number 10 and Hoppers at 9.
Yeah, because they're rage baiting.
he's a
people.
moron.
That's all they're doing.
Because he's a moron.
Whatever. Okay. Sorry, Jax.
So
go ahead.
what dragged
else?
and then
Oh,
what
else?
needed explained?
Oh, what else dragged? Oh, Josh O'Connor was not the right lead. Emily Blunt is a great actress. I love her. In this, she was really great. Josh
was.
O'Connor, I got nothing for him.
Oh, he was good.
Nothing for him.
I thought he was good.
Nothing.
Fine.
Nothing. I had nothing for him. When he was getting emotional, I was like, this is, bro, you look like if Shia LaBeouf or whatever that dude's name is
LaBeouf.
and Timothy Chalamet had a baby. And that's Josh O'Connor.
See, as much as I want to act, this is why I don't. Because you could give the performance of a lifetime, and some 17-year-old
Yeah.
in a split-level house studio could be like, he didn't really do it for me. And I'm going to see that and bawl my eyes out. I'm like, what the hell?
Name one scene that he was good in.
In the scene where they were hooked up together and they were going back to her childhood, I thought he was great.
Yeah.
I didn't
Oh
get.
yeah, he was.
I
really
agree.
good.
I think he did.
Oh, that scene was also really good.
Yeah.
Where they
Yeah.
were hooked up and they went back, like to her childhood. I thought that was a really good scene.
Let's see if it was.
Do you think it was though? Do you think it was the actor? Or do you just think it was his
character?
storyline?
It
like
might
the
have been.
character?
It was a little bit of both. I didn't care for his character, his powers. I didn't care for anything about him. I don't even remember the character's name. That's how uninvested I was with him. And another thing was Emily Blunt's boyfriend, which was Wyatt Russell. That was terrible casting.
Really?
They do not look like a couple.
But you know what it was? That was great pronunciation. Nice job.
You were trying to make sure you didn't
But
say
see, my
Wyatt
question
Russell.
is, do you remember Emily Blunt's character's name?
No.
Okay, so
I don't either.
I can't really. Okay.
I was so uninvested
All right,
because
so-
this was so boring to me. 2.5 hours, and by the end, all you're saying is aliens exist to the whole world.
See-
Yay! I don't care.
I think it was about a lot more than that, though.
What
Yeah.
else? What,
All right.
well, hold on. I
Jackson.
haven't even gotten to my confusing
I know. I was going to
part.
ask you what confused you and made you say, "Please explain that to me." The whole
Their
movie.
powers. Their powers were really weird. I don't.
See, I like that. I like
their
how they were
power.
worded.
They definitely didn't explain why the aliens gave them those
Yeah,
powers
they
and
didn't
why
explain
they
that.
chose them to.
They didn't explain
Didn't
that.
explain that.
They also didn't explain that object. And just overall, the aliens needed more explanation, and you
Yeah.
only saw them till the very end. And that one other scene when they go back and show what happened, and that's it.
Yeah.
This movie just did not do it for
because
me.
he spent all his CGI budget on those animals.
Yeah. And I think that's why, in my opinion, this movie was as much about aliens as The Walking Dead is about zombies. And honestly, I think you see more zombies in Walking Dead than you saw aliens in this movie.
Yeah,
I don't think it was
yeah.
really.
But I completely agree with what you're saying. The
Yeah.
sentiment of that is, it's true.
Yeah.
It's true. It was about more than the aliens.
Yeah.
And that's why I think he chose to go, another spoiler here, like old school alien, like typical alien, which was, I think, a bold choice because,
But
like
I
I
think
said,
it was
he
the
was
right
either going to
one.
get, raked over the coals for doing that, or he's going to try something else and get raked over the coals.
Yep.
See, why act? You can't win. Why be in Hollywood? You cannot win.
Yeah.
Like, you're screwed.
But I think it was the right choice because if the whole premise of your movie is basically the conspiracies are real, I mean, the last 30 minutes of the movie, I don't know if we're going to ask a question where I would talk about this, but like the last 30 minutes of the movie, I did some research online and people either love it or hate it. It does seem to be very divisive.
Yeah,
and I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it, and I think what I loved about it is I think one of the themes of the movie is really about empathy and how people will face reality and tough choices and situations as the human race. Like how will we confront this? How will we deal with this? How will we maintain our humanity? And so I thought that last 30 minutes actually made me feel something because it was like here the whole world was watching this footage and it's not real, but if you could put yourself into the story, like this is real and and it kept cutting to here's people on the subway, here's people in an airplane, here's people just standing in the street, all watching this footage and just that, that is something that would, if that were to happen, that would bond humanity in a whole new way to find out that there were
I honestly,
aliens.
I think a hot take is I like the ending.
Me too,
I like the
I
way
liked
it ended
it.
because
Yeah, because it was finally over.
they would have. I think if you showed the aliens coexisting with humans, they would have done some corny shit of like the queen alien shaking the president's hand, and that would have been real corny.
Yeah.
And
This
I'm
wasn't
glad
Mars
it ended
Attacks.
there. Exactly. Well,
Yeah.
but that's a good movie though.
Because it's a different genre. Like Mars Attacks was funny for
love
what
that
it
movie.
It
was.
was a parody and a comedy.
You
It
know.
wasn't trying to be serious.
love
Right.
that movie, though.
But I agree with you. I thought the last 30 minutes were great, and I thought the sort of abrupt ending was like, because the movie wasn't really about the aliens. It was more about,
Yeah.
how would we confront that reality?
All right. Okay. We have arrived at the dumbest hill. So what we're going to do is give you a hot take or a dumb hill about Disclosure Day, and we're going to defend it, and we're probably going to argue a ton. Because that's what's fun about it.
Go ahead, Jax. Let's.
Okay,
I
hold
know
on.
you're
My
gonna.
hot take. I'll go first. I'll go first.
Okay.
My hot take is I can't believe Calvin likes this. I'm still not sure if I can trust him on this because now he's talking shit about Hail Mary.
I'm not talking crap. It's
Hold on, I'm talking about My Hill. And then he's in the same sentence mentioning Super Mario Galaxy and all this dumb shit. And it's like, why would you say Super Mario Galaxy, Project Hail Mary, and Disclosure Day in one sentence ever in this world?
because
Get bent, helmet!
Because I was saying, besides Mario Galaxy being the most overrated movie of this year, including Hoppers being overrated, like it goes
Project Hail Mary is not.
It goes like overrated. It goes Hoppers, Mario Galaxy, Project Hail Mary.
See, that's how
Project Hail Mary's not
You should
overrated.
probably stop talking.
no
now.
one can tell me I have a short attention span because Project Hail Mary was 2.5 hours or more,
And I felt that.
and I enjoyed every minute of it. This movie, Disclosure Day, was boring to me, and Disclosure Day had more fight scenes, more chase scenes. And Project Hail Mary really didn't have any of that, and yet I was more engaged with Project Hail Mary.
See, and I
So
liked
that-
both of them.
Is that your dumb hill? That it was boring?
Yeah, it is boring. And
I-
honestly, I'd rather watch Mandalorian and Grogu over this.
No.
Over this crap.
Disclosure Day was boring.
I did like
Disclosure Day was better.
No.
Yeah.
I liked Disclosure Day, but it wasn't better than Mandalorian and Grogu.
See, the problem is, I guess I just didn't fit in with the crowd because I remember seeing Project Hail Mary. You know, when Rocky made a joke or talked, everyone was like, ha ha ha. I was like, this is not funny. Like, we've seen this done before where we introduce a goofy, weird character, and whenever they speak or make a noise, we all laugh. That has been done before.
Hey, you know how many movies there are when aliens are around and the government hides it up?
You know how many movies where they send a person or a group of people to space to save Earth?
No, I don't know how many. How many,
There's a
Calvin?
lot of both.
Do you know
to
how
be
many
fair.
generations say 6, 7? Just yours! So get out of here. All right. Who else has a dumb hill? Calvin, you want to do yours?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I think my dumb hill on this is that I like the ambiguity. You know, I'm okay with not having all of the answers, and frankly, I think Hollywood has gotten so stupid in the last couple years that I've seen too many movies where things are over-explained, like I'm some kind of moron.
Or they try to cram it all in.
Yeah, you know, and I think the idea of like you are dropped in the middle of this story right out the gate. And so, yes, there were some things I think would have been interesting to have been explained, but it didn't detract from the story. And like I said, I got enough out of this to where I was largely satisfied, and I'm okay with that ambiguity. I didn't need it.
Can I say my dumb hill now?
Yes,
Yeah,
but
say
it's-
it.
My dumb hill is I like the ending and how it wasn't really explained. But again, if they did and they showed the aliens living with the humans, it would be aliens gardening, picking carrots, and
Picking carrots.
like they
hell?
would be living like humans, going grocery shopping.
Calvin, when's the last time you picked a carrot?
Whatever. And then you have like the queen alien shaking the president's hand. It's
Yeah.
like that
It
would
would've
have been
been
corny
corny.
as shit.
Here's what would have happened if
That would have been
aliens
corny.
and humans would have actually coexisted. Ready? This is the aliens. Here's my impression of the aliens on Earth after about a week. Ready?
You're all dead. Just looking at their. No, I think the aliens would kill us.
Well, and I also.
take over.
Well, can I say a hot
Good day.
take? Can I say a dumb hill that
Okay.
doesn't involve this movie though?
No!
What can I say it?
What is it about then?
Toy Story 5?
Oh, get out! No!
No, I was gonna say once Toy Story 5 comes out, Project Hail Mary is not gonna be in my top 5 movies of 2026.
I don't. I'm glad. I don't want it in your top 5 movies of 2026.
You don't deserve to say its name.
If there was any way possible for me to have you unsee it, I would make that happen.
I just remember being in the
Okay,
theater.
well, stop.
and
You're
not-
just rage baiting
and not-
now.
Well, then there are people crying, and I'm like, oh my god, guys, Rocky is not dead. He's gonna come back.
Calvin, let
Do you
me
not
tell you
understand
something.
what self-sacrifice is?
Project
come
Hail
back.
Mary's look alone, the way that they shot it and how it looked so beautiful.
I agree with that.
It makes Disclosure Day look like a piece of crap.
Okay, visually, yes, it looks better.
It
Visually
is better.
and story-wise, it's
No.
more unique. Yes, it is. The sun is dying, and so they have to figure out a way to save it. and then all the scientific parts were so much better than Disclosure Day.
And Project Hail Mary, in terms of like the rewatchability factor,
See, for me, it's so low.
skyrockets. Dude, I've watched that movie 3 times now.
See,
since
for me, it's
I've
so
bought it.
low because I remember every time. Oh, you guys want to go see Project Hail Mary again?
It's the rewatchability factor is
I don't
high.
know. I just remember walking out of the theater being like, that was a decent movie, but I'm not going to watch it again.
See, that's how I
we need
feel
to move
about
on.
Disclosure Day because I'm never watching that again.
See, I want to watch it again to see what I
once Toy
missed.
Story 5 comes out, I'm going to be like,
Shut
Dad, when
up.
Project Hail Mary, I'm going to want to see it 4 times.
We are moving
gosh.
on.
Yeah.
We are moving on
This is before we actually
because we've got
physically
like
fight.
4 more segments to do here.
Oh my gosh. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Why are people so primed right now for stories about institutional distrust, hidden truth, and cosmic scale anxiety?
Oh, because we do secretly believe that the government and corporate America,
Is hiding things from us.
bingo. I mean,
But let's be honest, they 100% are.
right.
But I don't think it's aliens.
No, but I think it just
Taxes.
But I think that that's just, again, that is a trope that works because to some degree or another, we all know that a certain amount of information is being hidden from us, and there's too many things like Roswell that we just don't have a good explanation for. So
also-
I think it scratches that itch. Like, oh my God, what if this? It just, and a lot of movies have done that. What if this was true? What would happen? How would we deal with it?
I just hate the whole thing of people versus the government. Like these two people, all these obstacles are going to outrun the government.
Well, and it wasn't really the government though. It was a corporation.
As a corporation,
that was working with the government, but it was primarily this.
I just feel like I've seen that
corporation.
so many times
It's
in
true.
movies.
Because it's
It's
always
true.
like that in the world. Like there is so much distrust, and there is because to a certain extent they're always hiding things. If you're not there on Capitol Hill when bills and things are being created, you can only read what happens online or in a newspaper. I don't even know if newspapers exist anymore.
Yes,
But
they do.
I haven't seen one. I'm just
Calvin,
saying.
you've never read a
Online.
newspaper
Yeah,
in
I
your life.
wouldn't.
But I think the whole point of this, if Spielberg did have like a agenda, was like the listen comment at the end. Listen.
Yeah.
I think it was the aliens have some insight into how we should be able to coexist better as humans, not just with them. So we need to listen. And like I said, I've said this 1,000 times to you guys before, to you at least, but if Jesus Christ himself was standing here showing you the holes in his hand from where he was crucified, telling you that he is real and there's a place for you in heaven, there's still people that would say, not for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So even if aliens did come down and say, hey, listen, we've got this plan, there would still be some people who'd be like, yeah, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing because I think it's working. Okay. Anyways, anything else on this?
No?
No.
I think we're all good.
We're all good for that one?
Yeah.
Got to pick one of these. Fix the pacing, make the aliens weirder, or cash in on Disclosure Day merch. I want to go first.
Okay.
Of course I'm cashing in on merch because there was actually a lot of stuff, if you were paying attention, that you could latch onto. Like the little inn they stayed in, the Inn Deanna.
Yes, that was good.
Perfect t-shirt.
Yes.
I would do a t-shirt for the news station she worked at.
Yep.
I would do a t-shirt about the weather shimmy.
Yes.
There's just, I would do a t-shirt with aliens on it and I believe and now it's true or something like that. There was a lot of things you can do with merch and I'm definitely cashing in because I think attaching Spielberg's name to it, you're going to make a bunch of cash.
I got nothing to add to that. I completely agree with you because I don't think the aliens should have been any weirder. The aliens were like the old school, like when you hear the word alien and what you think, that's what they were.
Yep.
And I think that was a great fit because the whole thing is if the, where did we get that original idea for that's what aliens look like?
Yeah.
Because somebody at Roswell saw them, and that's, so I think that fit. And again, I thought the pacing on this was really good. So, Yeah, I think the merch, and honestly, if that were to happen, can you imagine that the merch would be real? I mean, it would. It would happen.
Also, one more thing, as I would make a vinyl with the soundtrack, because the soundtrack
music was
really
good.
took me back to
John Williams.
John Williams, old school Spielberg movies, old school sci-fi. Loved it.
Yes.
Calvin.
I'm cashing in, and I'm making that device a pen,
Ooh, nice.
like a big thick pen.
No, I would do a Bluetooth speaker. That looks like a
Oh, it
Bluetooth
looks like a
speaker.
Or it could be a toy.
What would you do with it?
Like a.
It'd be a flashlight.
I was trying to be weird, but never mind.
Well, but if you held it and it glowed,
Yeah.
Nightlight.
but you had to like shake it so it would glow.
Okay.
What? You had to shake it so it would glow.
Yeah.
All right. Hilarious. Jax?
I'm fixing the pacing. I want this to be 2 hours max, and I also want to fix the pacing for whoever's doing the CGI. Give them more time. Give them at least. They needed a couple more months for that CGI.
They
My
needed something.
Lord.
They needed something.
They needed more time for that because, geez, there's no excuse. Steven Spielberg, when you make Jaws, when you make Indiana Jones, when you make E.T., I'm sorry, there's no room for
Your name
excuses
means
for you.
something.
Your name is so high up there that there's no room for mistakes. Especially, not even mistakes, but just so.
It's 2026.
It's right there.
Man.
I mean,
It's
yeah.
on a giant
Yeah.
screen.
I just wonder, because isn't like all the old stuff like practical?
They could have
Both.
used real animals.
No.
Yeah, they
in,
could-
in Jurassic
yeah.
Park, it's
Yeah.
both.
It's both.
And
yeah.
that's why it was so good. So
Really?
why?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jurassic Park, if you go back, it crushes this movie.
Yeah, okay.
So it's like
but I
it
feel like
looks
most
so-
of it's practical though.
Then go practical.
You couldn't do practical animals?
Okay.
I mean, you didn't have enough budget for that?
Yeah.
I'm guessing like the budget for Jurassic Park 1 is, with inflation, is around the same as Disclosure Day.
Yeah.
So why couldn't you do
Yeah.
it?
The first Jurassic Park.
If Steven Spielberg
My
needs a
gosh.
real fox, I'm sure someone can produce a real fox for Steven
There's
Spielberg.
one out there.
Steven Spielberg has to own a set of
Well,
encyclopedias.
and I was gonna say, like,
Get
also,
the F book out and show him Fox.
well, also, Ready Player One, 80% of that movie CGI.
Yeah.
So, yeah, okay.
There you see, you just answered your own
Yeah.
question,
Yeah.
Calvin, and that is Spielberg. All right,
Yeah.
let's rate this on the relatively terrible scale, which is relatively great, good, fine, exhausting, questionable, and relatively terrible. Jax, start us off.
Relatively exhausting.
Ooh,
You
okay.
can go terrible. I don't think we've ever
It's
rated
not.
anything.
Look, it's not terrible. It's not Hoppers. But if it were to, my God, if you had a talking beaver to that movie, I am burning it to the ground.
I hate when beavers talk.
No, in Narnia, in the Chronicles of Narnia, those two beavers were great. Hoppers made them look like shit. Okay. But,
Agreed.
So,
Calvin.
Relatively great.
Good. Relatively good.
Relatively fine.
Okay.
I didn't think fine was an option. Okay.
Good, great, fine.
Okay.
Hold on.
No, you're probably
Let
right.
me check.
no,
Let me check.
No, you're right.
Fine.
Dad's right.
Okay.
Dad's right.
I've been saying this for weeks now.
Okay.
Okay, before we leave, we're going to give the internet one sentence about Disclosure Day by Steven Spielberg in theaters now. Jackson. Can't wait for this. What the hell? Do that again? That was Jurassic Park.
I know.
Okay. Calvin.
It's Willow Peak if you want to see some aliens.
From everything else that he said this whole time, he had some very poignant things to say, and then that's what he said.
Oh,
for
I'm
the
gonna
one.
bring up something else too.
What do you mean? We're done.
Calvin, if you say one more thing
All
about
right, go
Toy
ahead,
Story
Rach.
5.
No.
Go ahead, Rach. One sentence for the internet.
A movie that's ostensibly about aliens, that's not really about aliens, but that's worth your time.
Steven Spielberg is back, but not all the way. But it's still worth, still a sentence, but it's still worth going to a theater to see. But if you can't go, wait till it streams. But you might be like Jackson and hate it. So it's really up to you.
Yeah, I would not pay to see this.
See, and maybe this is
see.
personal preference, but like you hate this movie, but you like Nobody.
Yes.
Dude, no. Oh,
Shut
Calvin,
up.
you're a
Shut up.
grade A hater.
Nobody's
See,
a good
and again,
movie.
okay, so it wasn't about seeing. That's where it comes down to personal preference, because I hate that story, where it's this dude and he's just killing a bunch of people.
Okay.
I hate that. Yeah.
Okay.
What was good this week? So we can end this mother trucker and get it out on the internet. I don't know why I did that. That was weird. Go ahead. What was good?
Most people won't see it anyway.
Yeah, Dad's quote of the year. Mother trucker on the internet.
Oh yeah, we're on YouTube as well, so you can see it there. How about?
We went to
Oh,
Nashville. That
yeah,
was cool.
that
Yeah, I
was
went
awesome.
to Nashville.
And we saw Dance Gavin Dance.
And I met them.
You did.
That was a
did.
really fun time. Really great concert. Still a bunch of jackass crowd surfers, but
Jackson and I went and saw Backrooms again at
Yeah.
a very cool theater.
I
that
want to
was
see
fun.
that again, but okay.
we got to go.
We should go. You know what I
Oh,
was?
I'm sorry. Were you having too much fun at your concert?
We.
Jackass. So putting
Yeah, I
Project
mean, we
Hail
didn't
Mary
see
in the same
Obsession
sentence.
because you haven't seen that.
Oh,
So-
by the way, Backrooms destroys Project Hail Mary, by the way.
Shut
okay,
up.
go on.
You deserve your
Shut up.
nipples
You
to be
sound like
pinched
Gen
off.
Z.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Nashville though, fun, good food. It was a good
Oh, that burrito I got at Chewy's was
Chewy's.
Oh,
was
yeah, that
fire.
burrito was good.
I think I found my thing at Chewy's now. The chimichanga with the roasted chicken and then the deluxe tomatillo sauce.
You could drink that deluxe tomatillo.
Let me tell you
sauce.
something. If you go to Chewy's, you gotta get the steak burrito, sub out whatever sauce it comes with, and get queso.
Oh,
on it.
yeah.
Oh. And then they give you chips and salsa and creamy jalapeno. The server we had was
Oh,
great
he
because
looked at the four of us and just was
gave
like,
us
you know
two,
what?
gave us 2 chips, two
Two
of
of everything.
everything.
Yep.
And I was like, this guy needs a promotion.
But later on that day, your trip to the bathroom is going to be relatively terrible.
No, not for me. My trip to the bathroom was
He's
quick.
trying to
Relatively
end
terrible.
it. Yeah, he's.
Oh, wow.
Talking about the bathroom, relatively terrible. Saying your trip to the bathroom wasn't relatively terrible is relatively terrible.
Oh, so there's nothing else that went great this week?
It was
Jackson started his new job.
Yeah.
I think that's what he's
Yeah, what
wanting
about
to
that?
bring up.
Dang, Dad, that's
Dang.
crazy.
I guess
You gave us so much shame about the dog, and then all of a sudden, oh, yeah, you started a job.
I've been asking you about your job and whether you're like nervous or excited. You're like, whatever, dude.
That's,
Totally
I've
chill.
never said
no, it's
whatever,
chill.
dude.
I'm freaking awesome, dude. Like, I'll be fine. Like, it'd be great. It'd be awesome.
Never
Oh, like,
said
I got my
words.
vest. Going in there with my vest.
I don't know why I'm talking like that. It's not a good Jackson impression. I'm very proud of you, Jackson. You really don't. You,
No,
do
I'm
you really
messing
like
with
know behind the scenes under my like? You don't understand what I've been going through. Like seeing my son go to work. You don't
growing up.
understand.
He's growing up.
So
Yeah, I'm a golden retriever because I'm so loyal and proud of my son.
is it weird to kind of hope your son is sterile?
What does that mean?
Is that yeah, exactly.
My gosh,
and
Calvin.
that is relatively terrible. What is that?
Does that mean like disabled?
Oh my God! Turn it